What is up, disc golf family? Today I'm out at Morse Park playing 18 holes with just my Roach. This is one of the shorter courses in the area, so I like doing these single disc challenges out here. Over to hole number 1, got about 200 feet straight down the tree line. I'll get out of your way real quick.
Oh, you're good. Man. Oh, I want to make that.
I'm at hole number 2, 230 feet straight behind this here tree. I'm gonna try to throw a little hyzer around it. Oh, heads up! Hole number 3, got 270 feet through this gap, little hyzer on the end. I don't think I can get this disc all the way there, so I might be scrambling for par here. That should be a fun throw, especially with how much it rained today. Of course, today's the day I chose not to bring a towel when it's been showering all afternoon. Ended up decent. That's a really dumb, disappointing bogey. Friggin' start out with a nice birdie, good little drive on 2, and then got that freaking crapper of a putt from like 12 feet. Dumb. I'm at hole number 4, 267 feet, straight down the middle of this fairway here. A little bit downhill, so I'm gonna just throw straight at it. Oh, we had a little ace run there. Hole number 5, got about 230 feet right behind this here little tree. Haven't really decided how I'm going to play this yet, so I'm just going to start and see what I come up with. I chose correctly. I'm at hole number 6, got about 315 feet, but it does go way downhill. So I'm just gonna throw straight at it and hope that the downhill gives me enough distance. Not too bad. That one came out just a tad too early. I think if I had released that just a tick later, that would have been literally perfect. But as I can see from up here, it's about 20 feet out, so still got a good birdie chance. I'm a little further than I thought I was. I think I'm about 30 out. I'm at hole number 7, got about 220 feet. Does finish uphill though, so plays probably more like 240, 245. So I'm gonna throw a hyzer and hopefully this disc doesn't flip up too much on me. Kind of flipped up just a teeny tiny bit. I'm at hole number 8, only 205 feet, and it goes quite a bit downhill. So I'm actually gonna go stand still and not do a walkthrough and just try to go straight over this little tree here. I always try to go like really big hyzer or big Annie, but I think I'm just gonna try to go straight over top and hope I don't go too long. I think it actually might have been short because I went up so high with it. Hole number 9, 203 feet, basket right on the other side of that tree that I'm about 90% hit versus don't hit. So I'm gonna try not to hit the tree and I'll count this hole successful. Well, I hit a branch, but it didn't really affect it. So I'm gonna count it like 75% successful there. Almost missed that. All right, 9 holes in, finished 2 under. Kind of frustrated because I had that stupid bogey, so I should be 3 under, but let's see if I can go 4 under on the back. I think that's a realistic goal. I'm gonna try to go 4 under on this back 9. If you've not watched me play at this course before, same 9 baskets, just using a different pad location, so it'll look somewhat familiar. Hole number 10, 230 feet, straight through the middle of these trees. I'm gonna try one more time to do like that kind of standing throw. It's worked okay, but I haven't been close enough for a birdie putt. So I'm gonna try and stand on this one and see if I'm close. Something I'm trying to work on here. Distance wise, that was perfect. I yanked it just a tad, so it'd probably be 15, 20 feet for a birdie. Hole number 11, got like 190, 200 feet, so I'm actually not gonna do a walkthrough here. I'm just gonna try and keep it straight and go under these branches here. Perfect. That one was a little nerve-wracking because that disc, if I release it like super flat or on Annie, it will flip up, and I didn't want to go into those oncoming cars, but ended up being pretty good. But again, this spot right here, I'm probably 12, 15 away for a birdie, and those have not been kind to me today. So I'm gonna see if I can cash in here. Hole number 12, got about 283 feet, goes through this gap here, a little hyzer at the end. So I'm gonna try this gap. Sometimes I'll try to go left to right through there, but I've been releasing this a little high today. So I think I'd rather go inside, and probably gonna be scrambling for par anyway, so whatever. Hey, worked out pretty freaking well. Hole number 13, got 295, does go downhill quite a bit. But with this one, I'm gonna put a little hyzer on this actually, because when I speed my arm up with it, it tends to flip up a lot. So I gotta put a little hyzer on it to try to keep it straight. Distance-wise, pretty good. That came out a little early though. I mean, like I said, this is pretty much dead even with the basket. So 295, even with a little downhill, it's probably 275, 280 pump with a putter, which for me is pretty solid. a hole 14, only about 200 feet, maybe a little bit more. So right behind this tree here, I'm not gonna do a walkthrough, I'm just gonna do it standing and put a little ante on it because I don't trust myself to not throw this on hyzer and get too much flip out of it. I'm at hole 15, 230 feet, quite a bit downhill. Now usually this is a super easy, I'm just gonna throw a hyzer, but I don't trust myself to not yank this into the street over there. So I'm gonna go for probably a little more challenging shot, but if I miss out here, at least I'm out in the open and I can scramble for par. I don't wanna lose my only disc by going across the road. So I'm gonna put a super big ante on this and hope that because it's a little bit more stable than my other putters, that it'll fade at the end for me. Okay, so it did what I wanted it to do. I don't think it faded quite enough to be in birdie territory, but let's go find out. Okay, I'm getting down here towards the basket. It didn't really fade at all towards the end. It just kept going right. So I'm probably like 25 feet past. So still a birdie chance, but challenging albeit. Felt good to finally get a freaking birdie putt to fall. Of course, it was like a 25, 30 footer and not these 15 footers that I should have been slamming all day. Hole number 16, 295 feet, finishes uphill quite a bit though. So it's gonna play more like 315. I don't quite have that much with this disc to get it all the way there, but I'm just gonna try to hit this gap and keep it somewhat close, maybe give myself an outside look for birdie. Honestly, that was a really good pump, just turned a little bit too much. So I'll be probably outside of birdie territory, but probably one of the better drives I've had on this hole in a while. Not a bad effort. I'm at hole 17. It's only 175 and quite a bit downhill, so it plays more like 160. So not gonna do a walkthrough, just kind of gonna lob it over these trees right here and hope I'm within maybe 10, 15 feet. I'd consider a successful drive. That'll work. Believe it or not, when I play this hole twice around, I've like never birdied it. It's by far the shortest hole on the course, especially going downhill. So it's wild to me that I always make this hole so freaking hard. I'm at hole 18, got like 235 straight through this gap here. So I'm gonna put a little hyzer on it, hope it flips up for me and stays straight. I feel like almost every time I said I was going to try that shot today, a little hyzer flip to keep it straight, I ended up releasing it way too early. So might need to retire that for a little while, or at least till I've had time to work on it. So yeah, I'm like 40 feet away here, maybe 50. So not birdieing this hole, but let's see if we can end with a par. All right, that's it for the Roach only round. Finished 5 under. Honestly, should have been a lot more. I missed probably 3 15-foot birdies. Had that silly bogey on 3. So honestly, feel really good about this round. Feel really good about what I can do with this disc when needed in a like real round. So if you're watching, I appreciate you. We'll see you next week.